What we do know is that if you look at the case that his administration has made for improving trade with the EU, this is important. It's not just about tariff numbers, because actually the average tariff numbers between the two sides are pretty close. Instead, the point that the U.S. likes to make is that there are other trade barriers, including product standards and regulations. That is really the biggest one, in fact. That's what sets them apart. So, and the fact that you said there's a trade deficit, obviously. So how is the EU going to get out of this? Is it going to have to change some of those standards? For example, things like hormones for meat, things like chemicals going into certain products. That's very unlikely, actually. And one of the ones that's recently passed, really focusing on digital markets, digital services, that's aiming at taming in big tech. That's also something they're very loath to try and change. But we know from hearing Mark Zuckerberg, from seeing how tech is talking with Trump, that that's a big focus for them when it comes to the EU. So will Trump take up that banner for them when he goes to the EU, or will he just want a quick win? This is the question that we don't know.
Right, yeah, obviously we don't know that yet. But going back to the, sticking with the EU and looking at it from now the EU's perspective, you've touched on it there. What course of action is the EU taking to deal with the tariffs in general?
Well, we know that negotiating on behalf of the EU, 27 different economies, is actually really difficult, right?